Doobie doobie doo. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Alright, what do we have here? A lot of potatoes. A lot of potatoes. A lot of taters and tatos. And carotes. Got to go put them in the chestesses. Really, there's one chest. What? So you're too good for potatoes now? Oh my god, this guy with his too good for potatoes. Ugh, my sugar nagoy over here with his... Anyway, so I'm going to descend back into my mind as we ponder the imponderable. So, yeah, we had played the Dungeons and Dragons today. The Dungeones and the Dracones. I gotta turn off. This is my garbage disposal. It's empty now. Anyway, we played the Dungeons and the Dragons. And neither the Dungeons nor the Dragons came out victorious. Which I suppose is expected. Well, what did happen is a lot of people went murder hobo. You might not know what a murder hobo is, but a murder hobo is when someone behaves like Dungeons and Dragons is a video type game. And if anything comes toward you, you try to kill it. Also, people got extra grabby with the loot. And so my character was having to be basically a Jedi, saying, "A Jedi seeks none of these things." Okay, I believe there is some lava in here somewhere. Maybe there is not. Perhaps I am incorrect in my assumption. It would not be the first time. No, indeed we did not find lava. Perhaps lava lurks elsewhere. But anyway, back to the discussion at hand. I think there is a certain narcissism being perpetuated within our society, in which men and women find themselves saying, "But what about me? What about my feelings? What about my rights? What about what I want? Me, me-diddy, me, me, me." And it's sad, because we was just trying to play a game. We was just trying to kill a false goddess. I grabbed her in the booty with a skeletal hand. Her booty was thick, and it was juicy, for lo, blood did squirt out of it when I did grasp at it with the skeletal hand that I did sendeth upon her. And lo, she did cry out and say, "Dear God, what is that upon mine booty?" Anyway, some of us were just trying to grab some false goddess booty. But the murder hobos among us had to get grabby with the treasure. And it significantly took away from the enjoyment of the game for those of us who play it for other reasons. I am reminded of the Loot Train episode of Adventure Time, in which Finn finds himself traveling around and around on an endless train, picking up bigger and better loot. And what does he do with that loot? He uses it to get himself bigger and better loot. And yes, you can play that way, maxing out your character so that you can deal insane amounts of damage. Or you could occasionally try diplomacy. See what happens. Talk to an NPC. Don't hit it with a spell the moment it pops into view. Ask them who they are. Anyway, that's how I feel about it. This may or may not be recording correctly, and if it's not, who gives a crap? Certainly not I. For I am not sitting upon a toilet right now. I am firmly implanted on a computer-type chair in the computer room of my house. Yes, we have a room dedicated unto computers, just like it was predicted that people would, only the computer does not take up the entire room. That is taken up by bookshelves, tables, and a lot of really cool stuff I picked up over the years. Anyway, I'm just in the mine, mining away like I do. Am I mining inefficiently? Some would say yes. Those people are what I like to call Preston. That's right, Preston. I'm talking about you and your whole problem with the way I mine. This was developed over playing Minecraft over many hours. Many hours. And I play for different reasons than you do. I've never been to the end. I don't intend to go. I just like to mine to soothe the soul. See what I can find. See if I can put it to some use. More often than not, it just goes into a chest as a reminder of the time I've spent. And as I look back upon the vastness of my mind, I see, well, there's time well spent. I had fun with every block I broke, except for those that contain silverfish. Those ones suck. I hate those ones. I wish they were all dead. I kill as many as I come across, but I fear I don't do nearly enough. Hey Levy, how you liking this video so far? Is it solid? Solid like... the Joe Pera of Minecraft. Actually, I wish I had a Joe Pera delivery. That man is special. We should encase him in lucite and make sure that we never lose him. make sure that he is there when we need him. As a matter of fact, right now seems like the kind of time when a nation like ours could use a Joe Pera and his ability to talk us to sleep. I like to make sure my walls are square, my ceilings are not broken up by cave systems or mines or what have you. Oh, I'll explore the caves and the mine shafts, and I will explore the ravines and the other things. But I prefer that my mine have square walls, as God himself has intended. Look at how wildly inefficient I am at playing this game. Certainly a more skilled player wouldn't spend time doing any of the things I'm doing right now. Ooh, slime. I'm going to go kill them for their slimy, jiggly slime bits. Come here, you. Give me slime. You give me nothing. You have been a waste of my time. I get no slime. Well, life is unfair sometimes. That's just a part of it. I like the sound a torch makes when you knock it off a wall. I have a fair bit of emerald, but I find that I don't have good use for it. There's a village nearby, but I have most of what I need for my day-to-day mining requirements. Get those things right here in the mine itself. And most of the things that people such as the traveling merchant and many of the villagers are trading for emeralds at this stage in the game. It's just not really worth it for me to go using them. Oh, I'll stockpile them for a little while, but don't expect it'll be forever. Okay. Well, I hope I find some iron. I need more iron to keep these pickaxes going. Haven't seen iron in a long time. When you get into the diorite, well, oh, hello. Hello there, friend. Good to see you. If my mind produces one thing regularly, that is redstone. And I find generally that once I have built my little redstone garbage disposal, I have very little need for any further redstone type implements, and any time spent using them is really time wasted. I like to mine things out by hand and do most things just manual labor, vanilla type Minecraft. People say that like there's something wrong with vanilla as a flavor. Have you had vanilla ice cream lately? Try it. Don't put any hot fudge on it, no butterscotch, no caramel. Nothing to sully the flavor of the pure vanilla. I think you'll find, as I do, that it's quite tasty, very refreshing. There we go. How many did I get? 10. Well, that's a mite better than I had the last time around, so I can't complain too much. One of the problems within our society, as I see it, is that everyone has this growing sense that they are the most important thing within the society. That cannot possibly be true. I look to the great collectivist societies of this world. Not that collectivism is inherently better than individualism. There are many great things which only could have been wrought in an individualistic society. But there's something to be said for the way that collectivists will look at the state of the world and think, well, I may not get everything I want, but I can help everybody else get what they need. And that is okay by me. I wish more Americans could feel that way, but we're all so concerned about whether or not it's going to raise our taxes or impact us in some negative way, we can't see the forest through the trees. The real question should be, as the Romans would ask, cui bono, who benefits? And if the question is a matter of helping your fellow man, well, cui bono, I think we all do. I think my accent is beginning to fall apart, don't you think? Well, I sure think so too. Could never do this one right. Always kind of a pain in the neck. Drama kids make fun of me for it. Mostly Preston. Oh, I like giving Preston a hard time, but deep down, Megan should break up with him. That's just the way it is. Anyway, hopefully I don't have lava pouring in on top of my head here in a second. That would really spoil the kind of thing I'm trying to do in here today. I find that lava is a lot like a metaphor. The more you use it, the less it makes any sense. Anyway, the way you walked in, I thought you were going to be holding a lizard. But you were holding no such thing. Phones, costly as they are neither as cute nor as cuddly as a lizard. Most people could do with a good lizard friend. I sure know I could. Well, Mr. Jabby, I'm not going to give you the pleasure of gnawing on my fleshy bits. I'll make for the safe haven over here. Oh, I guess I have more mining to do. Considerable amount of mining to do. Don't know why I thought I was done. I get forgetful. Well, I am forgetful, and I also get that way. Now let's go until we break this pickaxe. I can put this andesite to good use. I'm building a pointless tower. It goes straight up into the sky. No point, no reason. It's not a house, not a place to store things. It just exists because, well, I could build it. I felt like it, and I did it. And I don't regret it. Well, this pickaxe is dwindling. I think when it's done, I'll go ahead and close this here video out. Okay, put another torch. How did I come up with my torch pattern, my torch distance? Well, I used to put a whole lot more torches than I do now. I just hated it when mobs would spawn in my mine. A lot of people tell me I could put them up on the walls and it would do a much better job. Well, I'm not worried about doing a much better job. I'm worried about whether or not I'm having fun. And I'm having fun. More or less. More than less. Not as much less as you might think. Put those in there. Obviously, this goes in here. Emerald right there. Redstone. See, I told you there's a ridiculous amount of redstone in my mine. Gravel I like to keep for the handling of all things lava. I'm covering my giant pyramid in stone stairs, to be exact. Well, I'm gonna get rid of this grainstone and this red grainstone. These blocks of cobble, well, they can be cooked up, turned into stone, stone turned into stairs, stairs turned into a giant pyramid left for anyone who finds my server to hop in and look at it and say, wow, What a fantastic use of time. And we can watch as the garbage disposal spits each block out into the lava one at a time, making a very satisfying clicking sound. Items being dispensed. Well, that's a nice hard day's work. I think I'll go to bed. Zombies notwithstanding.